Our good morning, students. Again, we are back with our class of physical education. We have completed three chapters that has already come in the first term examination. After that, we have started that test and measurement in sports. Test and measurement. What was test? To evaluate or to find out one's capability of learning or one's skill, what he has learned. For that, we conduct the test. Measurement, okay, what is the how you evaluate and how you will measure whether he was standing to that performance or not. That is known as measurement. After that, the next topic was that importance of test. That also we have done. What is the importance of test? By this way, your learning, your learning of the skill increases. You are able to improve your skills. You are able to improve your. You are able to. If we are dealing with the regarding of, we are dealing with regarding physical education and sports. So by which, okay, where I was lacking. If you are getting the feedback, suppose now your term one examination is over. So where you were lacking in your exam, which chapter you have not done properly. So we have by this time you have come to know, okay, I was lacking in this chapter. I have not done this chapter properly. So by this way you can evaluate yourself. So where I was lacking, what are the methods by which I can overcome my weakness. So these are the importance of test. Regarding sports and physical education, we can say methods to improve the skill, method to improve your performance, methods to improve the different types of equipments. These are the different methods of, these are different advantages of test. 9, 10. After that comes what is BMI. Earlier also we have done what is BMI. I think this has come in a exam also. To measure one health component, to measure one the healthiness of an individual. For that we conduct a BMI. What is BMI? In simple terms, BMI is known as body mass index. Body mass index, in which how to calculate body mass index? You will take the height of an individual in meters and the weight of an individual in kg. Weight of an individual in kg. So it becomes weight in kg upon height into height. But here height should be in meters. Height should be in meters. Height should be in meters. Now there is a table according to which your BMI is calculated. For example, after calculation, if your weight is coming 60 kg, 70 kg, your height is 6 feet, you can say 1.8 meters. After calculating, if your BMI is coming below 18, that means you are underweight. That means you are underweight. From that, I have told 18.9 or something like that. I told you earlier also, from 18 to 25. That means you are fit. You are normal weight. Above 25, that means you are having obesity. That is obesity till 30. Obesity 1. After that, obesity 2. After that comes obesity number 3. So whether you are obese, whether you are underweight, whether you are normal weight or healthy, that is calculated by BMI. Now, last topic what is remaining in this chapter is known as somatotype. Somatotype classification of body. No two individuals, even the twins, are not equal regarding their physique, regarding their height, regarding their body shape, regarding their body weight. No two individuals are identical. Even the twins are not identical. So according to it, the body somatotype, the bodies are the types of bodies are classified into 3. Endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. Generally, you have seen some people are short in height and then little bit fatty, little bit round in shape. Similarly, some people short in height as well as they are good in height also, but they are having an athletic build. They are having an athletic build. They are having broad shoulders, but up to their waist level is narrow compared to their chest level. Then one comes lean and thin people. Lean and thin people, those who are having a good height, but they are what to say, shoulders are curved inside. They are having lean body, lean chest, and according to these people, we are classify the people into three: endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. Those who are having more muscle mass, but they are having less muscle endomorph, they are having more fat, and mesomorph, they are having athletic physique. They are able to what to say, they are able to get the shape of their body in quicker time compared to other people. Like for thin people, to develop muscle, it is more difficult compared to athletic physique type people. So if we are seeing in a class also, where you are learning, where sitting inside, you will be seeing different classification of people. One is short and one is having more muscle, more fat around his body. He will be having a what to say, he will be having an enjoyable nature. He will be friendly with everyone, but he will be little more fatty. And then comes one who is having athletic build, who is having different what to say, who is having broad shoulders, broad chest, good bicep, good tricep, and but his narrow waist, but his waist is narrow compared to his what to say, chest level. That is known as endomorph. Now ectomorph, lean and thin people, पतले दुबले जो कहते हैं, पतले दुबले, मोटे और सुडौल, that is known as endomorph people. So there are three types of people: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. So these three type of people, which regarding that, what are different features? What are the different features in one individual? That we will be dealing in our next class. Plus, we will be starting our next chapter in our next class, that is yoga. What is yoga? Nowadays, everyone is doing yoga to build their immunity and all that. But in general terms, what is yoga? Earlier, it is known as yuj, means to unite with Paramatma. Combination of Atma with Paramatma is known as yoga. So there are different elements of yoga, like you can say yam, niyam, pranayam, and all that. What is pranayam? Inhalation and exhalation of air. Kumbhaka, Richaga, okay, from one nose you inhale, from other nose you exhale. All these are types of pranayam. And now elements of yoga, there are different types of elements. There are 8 types of elements are there in yoga: yam, niyam, pranayam. After that comes samadhi. Then comes truthfulness or soch. All the asatya. All these are the 8 limbs of yoga. After that comes what are different asanas by which you can correct your deformities in one body. So in our next class, we will be dealing with what is yoga, plus what are different types of bodies one individual possesses, means different types of somatic types of classification of body. No person, no individual is identical to other person. Regarding height, weight, and all that, he is different. So in this chapter, we have done what is test, what is measurement, what is the importance of test. After that comes BMI. What is BMI? Body mass index. How to calculate BMI? Height upon weight upon height square. But remember, height should be weight should be always in kg only. Weight should be always in kg only. After that comes height should be in meters. Now there is a chart. Earlier also I given you what is the classification according to BMI, like below 18 underweight, below 25 you are normal weight and healthy. After that, if you are having 24.25 to 29.30, that means you are obese. After that comes obesity 1, obesity 2, obesity 3. So these are the classification done according to BMI of an individual, whether he is healthy or not. After that comes classification of body, classification of somatotype, classification of body of an individual. How an individual body is being classified, whether he's lean on thin, according to his type of body, whether he's an ectomorph, whether he's a mesomorph, whether he's an endomorph. Generally, whenever you are seeing, for example, all the athletes, they are having good physique. They are having good physique. They are having broad shoulders. Some people who are having narrow shoulders and narrow chest. Chest will be pumped inside. It is double patle, and one round shoulders, more amount of fat around their body. So, according to the somatotype classification of body, there are three types of bodies: ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and endomorphs. This will be doing in our next class. After that comes, we will be starting our next chapter. Till now, we are completed with our changing trends in physical education, which has already come in your term 1 examination. After that, what training in sports? What is training in sports? What are the principles of training in sports? Principle of overload, principle of specificity, principle of progression, principle of rest and recovery. All these are different types of principles which we have to which we undergo during our training session. Principle of rest and recovery. That means once your training session is over, for next training session you should be able to recover properly. That means principle of rest and recovery. For example, today if you are doing the exercise for upper body, tomorrow you will do the exercise of lower body. So that means you are giving proper rest to the upper extremities or upper limbs. So they are able to recover properly and they will be able to grow properly in the next class, in the next training session. They are able to recover properly. So similarly, your principle of overload, slowly, gradually you should increase your load so that you are adapted to that particular load, and after that, once the load is increased, you are acclimatized to that proper load. After that comes principle of specificity, means principle of variation. Today, if you are doing running, tomorrow you should be variation means okay. Today you are doing upper body exercise, tomorrow you are doing lower body exercise. There should be variation. If you are doing same exercise daily, you will be feeling bored. So that means you should change your exercise daily. That means principle of variation. Like that way we have done. What is doping? Use of any external substance inside your body. What are the substances we have done? Narcotics, stimulants, diuretics. This question also has come about the diuretics. Okay, when you have to take out the water, to take out the water from your excess, when you have to reduce your body weight. So what you do? You take out the excess water from your body in the form you reduce by reducing weight. So these were some doping substances which were prohibited in and out of the competition. Okay, dear students, we will be meeting in our next class, in which we will be starting with our new topics like yoga, and one topic classification somatotype and classification of body types, that we will be doing in our next class. Okay, dear students, thank you.